Thanks, Phil. Good afternoon, everyone, or morning, I guess. Thank you for having me. And I've got to the age where I do need these, so there we go. As you know, we have some good news to announce, but before we get to that, on behalf of the QCGN, I'd like to introduce our honored guests. First of all, Dr. Goldblum is on his way, right? He's rushing around, he's got a million things to do, but Mrs. Sheila Goldblum is here. Hi, thank you for being here. The namesakes of the QCGN. The Distinguished Community Service Award is named after them. Mr. David Birnbaum, Director of the Quebec English School Boards Association. Cohen Aitchison-Dugas, the first prize winner in our My Quebec Roots video contest for high school students. Nice to meet you. And I'd also like to take the occasion to welcome two new members of the QCGN family who are scheduled to be ratified by the membership tomorrow. Have they warned you about the ratification ceremony? Okay, we've told them no more of these hazing things. Okay, they are the South Shore Community Partners, represented by Kevin Erskine-Henry. Kevin? Where? Kevin here? Already frightened, has left. And the Thomas More Institute, represented by Heather Stevens. Is Heather here? No. And the CCS Catholic Community Services. Oh, and here's Dr. Goldblum. Hello, sir. Now I'd like to present the QCGN's Board of Directors. When I call your name, if you can stand, be recognized, and then I'll ask everyone to hold the applause till the end because we'll never get through everything. First, I'd like to introduce Marion Standish, a veteran member of the board who will be stepping down this weekend. Marion is here. Marion is the current chair of the membership committee and has been vice president of the QCGN and chair of the governance committee. Interim president Noel Burke, who has just seconds left of power, I'll be handing over the reins this weekend. Vice president Brian Garneau. Here we go. Colleen Bronson. Jan Anderson Tupin, right? Bradley Doughton. Nicola Johnston, Clara Labadie, Irene Chermore. And we're going to have a round of applause for them. And there are a couple of people who aren't here. Outgoing Treasurer Mark McLaughlin, who's on his way back from his new home in British Columbia. And Cheryl Gosselin, who had some excuse, honeymoon, something. All accepted. I'd also like to introduce Jim Shea and Mark Delorier, who are slated to join the board of directors tomorrow. So Jim and Mark, are you here? No? And last but not least, I'd like to present the QCGN's presidential candidates, Walter Dussera and Dan Lamour. And we'll be hearing from them later. Now, what everyone's been waiting for, too, the CDC and Quebec Community Groups Network are now pleased to announce the winners of the My Quebec Roots video contest for high school students. We kind of gave it away when we introduced Cohen as the winner, but I think we all know that by now. The video contest was co-sponsored by the English Language Arts Network, ELAN, the Quebec Anglophone Heritage Network, and the Quebec English School Boards Association. And it encouraged young Quebecers to get in touch with their roots and share the unique stories of their families and their communities. Students between 13 and 18 years of age were invited to upload 2 to 3 minute videos to the CBC website that showed us their roots, and entries were judged on overall impact, creativity, and originality, content, as well as the technical skills. And of course, 13 to 18-year-olds, you ask them to put together something on the computer technically, and they'll just outdo us all, right? The videos were judged by a panel of art and history aficionados, which included Anna Simakopoulos, our arts reporter for CBC Montreal, Matthew Farfan, historian and executive director of the Quebec Anglophone Heritage Network, Guy Rogers, executive director of the English Language Arts Network, and Nicola Johnston, the youth representative on the board of the QCGN. And I'm told that the judges were thoroughly impressed with the qualities of all the entries. But we've talked about Cohen, and he is the first place winner of My Quebec Roots. He recounts the history of his South Shore community of St. Lambert and his family's multicultural roots, which are a blend, very Quebecer, Native Indian, French, German, Scottish, and English. So we're going to watch this video now.
Yep.
career in filmmaking, or are you interested in it?
Broadcasting.
No, just this project. Well, you never know, though. You never know. Anyway, I think we can all agree it was a great job. Second place is in Life in La Tabatière by Amanda Gallibois-Robertson, who describes her life in the fishing village on the lower North Shore, where several generations of her family have lived since her ancestor Samuel Robertson purchased the bankrupt seal fishery in 1820. So let's watch this. So that was the second place winner, Life in La Tabatière by Amanda Gallibois-Robertson. Now, the third place, which we got a little bit of there, but now we get to see the whole thing, is Where It All Began by Victoria Marsh, who recounts her family's passage from Wales in the 1600s to Massachusetts and Vermont before crossing north to Quebec in the early 1800s to establish themselves in the eastern townships. So that is Victoria Marsh and Where It All Began.